Good morning all of you. We are dealing with Unit 2. In Unit 2 we have already completed textbook, we have already completed non-detailed prose and poetry. Then we are going with articles, prepositions, the grammar part, that is also over. Now I am dealing with the vocabulary part. In every unit in English, you have vocabulary. Before going to crack those exercises, I started giving you little inputs about how to improve vocabulary, why to improve vocabulary, and what are the ways and means to learn and improve word power in scientific manner. Already we started the journey of learning about vocabulary building. We come across 5 tips how to improve vocabulary. Okay? Why vocabulary is required, we have completed. Though our grammar is excellent, we need to have good deal of vocabulary to express our feelings properly, to reach our receivers. And then, what are the basics of learning vocabulary? We have completed this. Here we have to remember 4 important points. That is one, which words? Which words means selection of words. Okay. After selecting the words, which words means selection of words. After selecting the words, organizing our vocabulary learning. Okay, selection, organizing our learning vocabulary. After learning, remembering the learned words. Remembering the learned words. And time to time, evaluating our learning vocabulary by self-evaluation of our learning vocabulary. These are the 4 important steps, or rather you call basics, to improve our vocabulary building. Right? This already we have completed. And how to improve vocabulary? I have already explained you this. We have to find out new words while speaking, while writing, or reading and listening. How to find out? While reading a text or listening to somebody, we have to identify certain words. We have to learn those words, and then we should be able to use them in our writing and speaking. This is the strategy of improving vocabulary. Already we have completed this also. And then we talked about the 2 ways of improving vocabulary, incidental and intentional, and we come to a conclusion that a mixing method of including these 2 ways, incidental learning and intentional learning, would yield good results. Next we started about vocabulary learning tips. The tip 1 is contextual. We have to create a context, identify words. While creating a context, we should go with challenging material. We should go and listen to different speakers. Okay, this tip is already we have completed. And then in the next slide, I have told you this tip 2, improve the contexts. How to improve our contextual skill. Okay. You give as many examples as possible for every word you learn. Try to give many synonyms. Test yourself with quizzes. Conduct yourself quizzes to check your vocabulary and word power. You pay close attention to the difficult words, not the words of your comfort zone. Not the very popular words, but pay attention, very close attention to the difficult words in the context you are coming across. Why? Because many times we limit our preparation, that is preparation or learning of new words with the already comfortable words. We limit our learning. Then we will be with a poor word power. Okay, instead, if you expand your limitations, expand and move on and go close to the difficult contextual senses, you will find out new words, concentrate on the new difficult words, try to understand, crack the meaning of the words contextually in the beginning, then go for a dictionary. find out the number of synonyms available for the word, okay, and then start using them in your speaking and writing. That is how to improve your contextual skills. And then practice, practice and practice. What are all the words you learn? You practice them again and again. Use them. That is the mantra of remembering. Success mantra of remembering new vocabularies. Right away start using the words in your writings and speakings. You will learn soon. Remember well. Okay. Then make associations and connections of the words you learn. Here I will give you another example today. Already we have discussed what is there on the word in the previous class. For example, there is a word like coffee. Of course, you think of coffee is made up of what are the ingredients? There is sugar. There is also another thing which gives sweetness to coffee. It's like saccharin. Okay, we also add milk. Some people add yogurt. There are different types of coffees if we go to a coffee bar. In many cities today there are coffee bars. There is filter coffee, there is instant coffee like brew. Okay, and coffee is a combination of both the powder from coffee nuts and then chicory is added to that. If it is only the coffee nuts powder, it is called black coffee. If we do not add milk, it is also called black coffee. Okay, there are cuisines, different types of cuisines to make coffee. In India, of all the areas, Karnataka is very famous for making good quality of coffee. Okay, like this you try to add all the important words which we use in the context. Make it a group, related words. Then what are the words we can use? Can we say I am drinking coffee? No. I am sipping coffee. There is a specific jargon used for every specific context. You say I sip. Otherwise you can say I enjoyed my cup of coffee today in the morning. Okay. Can we say the smell of the coffee? No. The aroma of coffee from my kitchen stringed my nostrils in the morning when I Google into the snuggle, into the bed. Within no time, mother is there at the doorstep of my room and I had the coffee. So my day began with a good quality of cup of coffee. After enjoying that, I entered into my daily chores. Okay, like that there is a specific jargon. If you use the jargon, people consider you as a native speaker of that language. Otherwise, what all the English you are talking is called Tenglish, not English. English spoken by Telugu person is called Tenglish. So, create connections and relations for every word. Try to learn all the related vocabulary of a specific word. You can improve your word power. Or visualize any word. Visualize any word. I have given you the other day the example of stolid. Stone plus solid. Stone plus solid. Stolid. S-T-O-N-E. Stone means very hard thing which cannot be cracked. Cannot be disturbed by anybody. Stone plus solid. Like this, you try to understand the sense of the words. Stone is very hard. Solid means very tough substance. Both these things put together, we call it stolid. We remove this and we remove the common words and we call it stolid. Means very tough person who cannot change his impressions or opinions easily. Who cannot be disturbed by anybody. Once if it is fixes in the mind, he will go on with that. Okay, that is stolid. Stolid is an adjective. Whenever you are learning any word, immediately Google for its parts of speech. Then you can use it properly in the sentences. Alright? So, this is what creating associations and connections. The other day I have also explained you the spelling of attention, how to break up the word and remember the spelling, I have given you another clue about to separate, how to remember the vowels used in the sentence, used in the word without mistakes. Okay, like that you have to make out of your own imagination certain logics to remember the words well and to glue them to your memory. Okay, you should be creative enough for doing this, right? So then the tip 5. Tip 5 is using mnemonics. Mnemonics means memory tricks. Yes, here the M is silent. Mnemonics. I pronounced it rightly. It is mnemonics. So, memory tricks. Already we are discussing the memory tricks. What are they? Whenever you are coming across a word like gigantic, try to remember a huge thing. Very little, try to remember a small thing. Associate the very word little with an ant, the gigantic with an elephant or dinosaur. Immediately you can remember those words. Lovable and affectionate, amicable, try to match it with one of your best friends. Lovable and friendly, affectionate, try to associate the word with your parents or sisters or brothers. If you make associations like that, you can remember them well. For example, there is a word in English like breakfast. Do you know how this word came to origination? Break. Break means breaking something. Okay. B-R-A-K-E. Break. Okay. And fast. F-A-S-T. Fast. Fast means not having anything to eat. Fasting. Entire night we will be on fasting. Our stomach will be on fasting without anything. Probably at 10 or 11 or even some earlier 8 or 9 we complete our supper. Then onwards till the morning we get up, our stomach experiences fasting. There is nothing into. That fasting is broken by eating something in the morning, having something which is called a breakfast. So we call the little we have in the early morning is called breakfast. Okay, so try to understand things like this. Okay, there used to be a tailor in my village. On his tailor shop there is a caption. I am very much impressed with the caption. God makes man, but tailor makes gentleman. Is the title on his hoarding. Okay, see how nice he was in expression. So like that, you try to make some mnemonics, some games. These things make word learning very interesting to you. Up to there we have completed in the previous session. Now we are moving on to the other tips of learning our vocabulary. Right? So it is 6. Tip 6. Okay. This is the new part of it. We are entering into. Be very careful. Get in the habit of looking up words you don't know. Already I am telling you this. Again, here it is stressed, emphasized. Looking up at the new words you don't know. Whenever you are coming across, already we discussed this issue while we are going through a text. We go on with the already familiar words, which keeps us comfortable, and we try to understand the overall context of the text. Right? But when you start looking up for the new words in the context, in the given text which you don't know, and concentrate on the words, crack those words, you can learn them. See, then what to do? If you have a dictionary program on your computer, keep it open and handy. America Online and other internet services have dictionaries and thesaurus on their toolbars. Find them and look up any word you are not absolutely sure of. Use a thesaurus when you write to find a word that fits best in your context. Here there is a new gadget, something use these thesaurus. You can have the volumes of dictionaries, otherwise you can depend on internet for dictionaries, but should be very careful while using online dictionaries. You should take standard dictionaries. There is Merriam-Webster dictionary available. Okay, there is American dictionary available. There is Cambridge dictionary available on the internet. You can watch them. While you are watching for dictionary, go with the thesaurus. What is thesaurus? Thesaurus is the part of a dictionary where you will get more meanings, synonyms of a given word and also antonyms of the given word, parts of speech of the word, and how to use the word in a sentence. So all these things along with the pronunciation of the sentence, we should know. When we are reading a sentence, we come across a new word. We look up a dictionary, online or offline, for cracking and understanding the word, comprehending it. I am suggesting you to go for a thesaurus, a standard thesaurus. In that thesaurus, for that word, okay, you can see meanings, synonyms, that is, and opposite words, that is antonyms, and then the parts of speech of the word, and then how to pronounce the word, and how to use the word in a sentence. If you learn all these 5 things, you learn the word. That is a perfect style of learning a new word. Right? What are all the 5 things? Can you repeat along with me? Should learn the basic meaning of the word in the given context, then other synonyms, then antonyms, parts of speech, how to use the word, along with how to pronounce the word. Right? That is the way, not just able to pronounce the word at least properly or improperly and knowing the meaning in the context and keeping the word as it. If you want to learn the word, you should go for a comprehensive learning that includes contextual meaning of the word, parts of speech of the word, synonyms, antonyms, if any. Sometimes there will be no antonyms for some words. And then using the word in a sentence along with the proper pronunciation of the sentence. I have repeated the comprehensive process of learning new vocabulary 3 times in this lecture. Okay? Try to remember it. Not only remember it, follow it and implement it to improve your word power. Now, tip 7. Play with words. Enjoy learning words and play with words. There are many games. Okay? You can enjoy with words. You can play with your friends to glue them to your memory. Whenever you are learning new words, to glue them to your memory, you start playing with those words. There are so many games. You can create some Woggle, play Scramble, crossword puzzles, and there are so many other games available in the computers. Play with your friends or create word mapping and go for creating word webs. Do all these things. Trees, try to find out trees, word trees. All these things we'll practice in the activity session. If we are going on playing with words like that, you will quickly learn new words and you can easily remember the new words you learn. I think this point you love so much because it is playing. 7th tip. And 8th tip. Use vocabulary lists. The serious vocabulary learner who wanted to improve, whatever the book they read, maybe it is not only English textbook, any other textbook of your core subject, whatever that you are reading, you will find out words, identify words in the text. Whenever you are going and listening somebody, you will listen to them seriously. You will identify, note down all the new words, and afterwards you will try to crack those words in the given context and even in the other contexts, how the word can be used. You will find out this if really you are a serious learner. I sincerely hope that you are all serious learners. Tip 9. Vocabulary tests. there are so many examinations, IELTS exam, vocabulary test, and so many bank examinations, civil services, all entrance examinations into higher education. There is English associated for some weightage, and in that English, vocabulary takes a shoulders responsibility. Okay, so vocabulary, direct meaning, word meaning, direct word meaning, are meanings in the given context. Both will be tested in many ways, in many aspects, many contexts. So there are so many online examinations for checking your word power. You go with the examinations by yourself and rate your word power. Okay. So there are so many examinations and tests available online. Try to check your levels, and even in the examinations there are different levels: basic level, intermediate level, advanced level, extraordinary level, and then different stream specific vocabulary and jargon. If it is doctors, there is a different kind of words used. If it is corona, there are a different kind of words used. If it is some other disease, there are different kinds of words used. In the field of hospitality and hotel management, a different jargon is used. In the field of engineering, a different jargon. Like that, there are different kinds of words of different words. Do you remember now? I repeat. 1. Take word power examinations and check your knowledge time to evaluate your learning of new words. While taking the examinations, there are different levels, standards of examinations: basic, intermediate, advanced, extraordinary. Go level by level and improve your word power. Check your preparation. And then stream specific. On the other hand, it is stream specific. I need not learn all the words doctors learn. I need not learn all the words needed for lawyers. Like that, what are necessary for us? That field specific, we have to make our preparation. These 2 points you have to remember well and enact to improve your word power. Okay, next. So with the 10 tips, we have completed improving our vocabulary in a playway method, in a funful, in an enjoyable manner. We have improved our vocabulary till now. Now, we'll see about learning tips. 2 ways in which you could reduce your learning load. There are 2 ways to reduce your learning load. What are the 2 ways? We'll see. There are the tips completed. We use the tips to improve our word power. Now, there are 2 ways to improve our learning. What are the 2 ways? Try to recycle the vocabulary you learn as much as possible. If you try to read, listen, speak or write about the same topic. Example, a particular news story over a number of weeks, you will find that the same vocabulary keeps occurring on, going on news. Okay? So if there is something happening in the society, every day we will get the news on the various platforms like visual media and print. Okay, you try to follow the news regularly on the same issue. You will come across a good deal of bunch of vocabulary related to that specific field, specific speed, specific jargon. You list all that in your notebook. List all the words in your notebook. You use them whenever you are talking about that specific field. Naturally, you will be conducted a jam, you will be conducted a debate section. You will participate to improve your speaking skills and presentation skills. While speaking, whatever the topic given, you will use all generic words. But if you are able to use these kind of technical terms related to that specific field, you will be given more weightage than others. Other participants, there are opportunities for you to win in the event. So, event specific vocabulary. If you go on following the same news story, it is called news story. When it is going on for a few days continuously, it's called, if you are able to gather all the information, it is called a news. Then you can come across a good amount of words related to that specific field. Meeting the words in the context will help you remember them easily. You will reduce your memorizing load each week. It will also give you an idea of how the words are actually used in the context. Meeting the words, only if you go for reading or listening, you will meet the words again and again. How you will meet a word, ma'am? Tell me. Yes, we should go for reading. We should go for listening to others. Then only we can improve our word power. So, meet the words again and again. Be a good reader. Be a good, sincere listener. Go with using the words in the given contexts. Okay. Then your word bank will increase week by week. Okay. Continue with the sound. So give a good deal of reading, listen to people, identify the words, create your word bank. Then focus on that you find most difficult to learn. Which you find most difficult to learn, you focus on them. Okay? You may be spending time on learning words that you already remember, that could be better spent on the words that you just seen and forgot. Okay? What already we know, we need not worry about it. But while reading, even there may be new words, but we know them easily. You don't worry about those words. Go with the words which you are unable to remember. Spend a little more time on those words to add them also into your word bank. Then you can easily improve your quality and quantity of vocabulary used. Relationship between reading comprehension. Our next topic is reading comprehension and vocabulary. Not only vocabulary, but also learning vocabulary is useful for reading comprehension. You know what is a reading comprehension? A good text will be given to you. You are asked to read the text first and then answer the questions that follow. Okay? While reading the text, naturally there will be 10% of new words. 10% of new words which you don't know. Naturally. But sometimes the difficulty level gets increases. Test difficulty properties to number of difficult words in a given text. 98% words to be known for successful guessing. Whenever you are reading a RC passage, you know 98% of the words used in the passage, you are very good at vocabulary and your word power is appreciating. Okay? But I said nearly 10% of the words we know. But if it is less than that, you should be very careful to improve your word power. And time to time, it should increase. I know 90% now. I know 91% by next week. 92% by next month. Like that, if I go on improving my word power, I can crack reading comprehension passages easily. Whenever there is a word which we don't know in a RC passage, RC, reading comprehension passage, I have to understand the new word according to the given context. And I should plan writing answers to the given questions at the end according to my comprehending levels and understanding levels. Even this comprehending also means guessing the meaning of the word in the given context. Also gets improved with our word power. If I know many words, I can easily guess the meaning of a new word. If I know very limited vocabulary, I may be unable to crack the meaning of a new word. So directly we know the meanings of the words, or we should be able to guess the meaning of a new word by improving our word power only. It is possible. Right? So there is a relation between reading comprehension and vocabulary improvement, vocabulary abilities, and also learning vocabulary is useful for us to crack the reading comprehension questions, listening comprehension questions, even for that argument, understanding, comprehending, and able to produce answers for any subject in your curriculum. Why we are failing to improve vocabulary? We are very good at core, we are very good at language, we score good marks in the examinations, but we are very poor in vocabulary. Why this kind of a situation is rising? Why we are unable to manage our word power and vocabulary banks well on par with our IQ levels? We are very intelligent, but our word power is very poor. What are the reasons for this? The reasons are vocabulary learning goals are set very rarely. Vocabulary learning goals are set very rarely. Have you ever thought of improving at least one word a day? Learning at least one word a day? For every month you will be there with 30 words. For every year you will improve 350 words roughly. No, we never set a target like that. We think of completing this syllabus in this semester, this syllabus in this semester. I myself think of completing this lesson in the week. You thought of learning the lesson for the assignment, but we never thought of improving new words. That is a drastic failure for our word power. Seem to be there is no systematic approach to improve vocabulary. There is no systematic approach to improve our vocabulary. Not only improving vocabulary, we never adopt a good system, scientific system for improving our vocabulary. That is another reason for failing in improving our vocabulary. First thing, there are no targets set for improving our vocabulary. Second thing, we are not following any scientific procedures to improve our vocabulary. There are no long-term plans for improving our vocabulary. No long-term plans to improve our vocabulary. Every lesson contains some new words. We learn the words there itself. What are all the semester or academic year we are dealing with the lesson or topic, we use the words. Afterwards, we forget the words. We are learning words like a short-term base, but not planning for a long-term, lifelong imbibing new vocabulary in our personality. Learning just for a short term and afterwards we are forgetting the words. Our word learning is limited to learning the definition or meaning of the word, spelling of the word, and pronunciation of the word. Not we are going for other aspects. What are all the aspects we have to improve for improving our word power? I have already told you. We have to go for the definition or meaning in the given context. We should find out the other meanings, synonyms, find out the antonyms, find out the parts of speech, try to use the word in a good sentence, contextually, properly, should be able to pronounce the word well. If you are able to do all these things, that is a comprehensive way of learning a new word. But all the time we are going only with the definition, spelling and pronunciation. We call it meaning and spelling and pronunciation. That is limiting our word power and improving our word power. Okay? Again, we are continuing with reasons with vocabulary failure. deeper aspects of word learning are not followed. Deeper aspects of word learning are not followed. Learners are often, this is another other side of the coin. Learners are often ambitious. They learn too many words at a time. This is the major reason for ambitious people. Word learning should be uniform, rhythmic. I can learn a word a day or 2 words a day. If I miss the entire week and I want to learn all the 14 words on Sunday, it's 7 into 2, 14 words. It is not possible for our human brain. Okay? So it should be rhythmic. If I learn 3 words a day also, I will be more comfortable. But all the 21 words at the week are all the 30 into 3 words, 90 words in a month, at a day, at a stretch, is not at all possible. So if you are a sincere learner of vocabulary, want to improve your word power, seriously, you make it a daily routine, a word a day. In many government offices, there is a blackboard used word of the day. They write a good word, important word of that field specific on the board. That is the intention of it. There should be a rhythm in improving our vocabulary. At a stretch, we cannot do it. The day before the assignment, we sit with the unit and we start taking the Xerox copy of it and reading it, writing the exam. That is not possible with vocabulary building. There should be a sincere rhythm. Maximum 3 or minimum 1 word in the normal terms for your age. The target can be. Right? And sometimes we go with very rare words which are not necessary for us to learn. Out of fascination and craziness, we concentrate on unnecessary words. That should be avoided. That kills our time. Okay? Repeated exposure to the same material limiting vocabulary range. Normally what we do is, if we love Gupta, if we love some Kothari, we go with the same author. The same author uses the same words in all his textbooks. Our word learning capacity will be limited. If you improve your exposure, otherwise, you will come across with so many new words and you can improve your word bank. So, listening to the same speaker, reading the same writer's books, author's books, also limits our word bank capacities. Okay, you need to improve your exposure, continue with intentional learning of new vocabulary, then there will be a good bank with you. Okay. These are also reasons for failure of vocabulary improvement. Then how many words we can learn? How to set a target for improving our vocabulary? How to set a target to improve our vocabulary? How many words can we learn per day? A short-term goal can be 500 words. 500 words for 1 semester. A mid-term goal can be 2000 words. A long-term goal can be 3500 words. Then what is short-term, what is mid-term and what is long-term? Can anybody imagine this? Anybody? Per day, if you learn 3 words per se, 3 words per se for every day, end of the month, you will be there with 90 words. End of the month, you will be there with 90 words. 3 into 30 days, 90 words. Then, 1 semester. Okay, this is 1 month. Into 5 months, you will be there with 450 words. So, for 1 semester, you can call it a short-term goal. 1 semester. Every day you learn 3 new words. You will learn 450 words by the end of the semester. When you are learning a word, automatically you will learn the word associated to the word. Like that, your learning gets expanded. Our learning is not limited to learning 3 words a day. When I am learning 3 words, automatically I understand using another word which is associated with my 3 words. Like that, learning will be expanded while going on. So, nearly easily we can complete even 600 words by one semester. Sincerely, if we learn 3 words every day. Learning 3 new words every day is not a big deal if you concentrate. Right? Then, a mid-term goal can be 2000 words. Mid-term can be 1 year. A mid-term can be 1 year. For you people, I am telling, keeping you in context, I am fixing the targets. 1 semester, easily you can learn 500 words. 1 year, if for 1 semester, if you learn 500 words, every word has one associative word. Okay. If I learn the word tremendous, I also learn the word subtle. I also learn the word simple. Like that, the associate words, for every 1 word there will be an associative word. So for every semester, if I learn 5 words, every day 3 words, every semester 500 words, every year 500 multiplied by 2, because 2 semesters, multiplied by 2, because every word will have an associative word. It will be 1000 words easily. It will be 2000 words easily. Every year you can learn 2000 words. Sincerely. Out of the learned 2000 words, some words you may forget. No worry. By the end of this course, means not 4 years, 3 years, if you are able to remember only 4000 or 3500 words, out of that, you will be the master. You will be the master. You can make a difference among other friends. Okay? You are learning 2000 words every year. First year 2000, second year 2000, and third year 2000. Comes to around 600 words. 6000 words, I'm sorry. Out of the 6000, you may forget half of the words. No problem. 3000 words will go. Only 3000 are there in your memory, in your word bank. Nearly there will be 3500 words. Means a day, 1 word a day. One day if you learn seriously, 1 word it is enough. By the end of the course means by the end of 3 years. Don't include the final year. You will be there with 3500 good, relevant, difficult, useful vocabulary that makes a difference in building your career. That is the power of vocabulary. Again, I am repeating, getting introduced to words by activating word meanings. When you are getting introduced to any words, you learn the meanings. Learn words in a variety of contexts. Okay. Seek multiple opportunities to learn and expand the meaning of the words. Promote active and generative process. Be very, very active and improve your word power. Reflect on your ongoing progress. Okay, how to improve words and how to select words also I tell you, and I stop this session. How to improve words and how to, where from we can collect words also I tell you. Okay, you can go with affixes method. Prefixes and suffixes are called affixes. You know that happy is a root word, unhappy, happiness. Prefix, suffix, affix method. Okay, that is. And then roots. What is the root of the word? I have given you the explanation of breakfast. I have given you the explanation of attendance. For example, there is a word like danger. Danger is the root word. Dangerous, undanger, Prefix, suffix. Roots, prefixes, suffixes. Derivatives. By taking a word, we can create so many words. That is why I am telling you, if you learn 3 words a day, it is not limited to 3 words. For example, creed is a root word. Out of that, what are all the words we can derive? Credo, credit, credible, credulous, incredible, credence, etc. So on, we can go on deriving words from a learned word. So, this is how to learn words. Affixing means prefixes and suffixes. Finding out what is the root of the word and deriving words from one word. You can improve so many words. Where can we took words and where can we find out the meaning, spellings, pronunciation and all the things? They are called lexical tools. Dictionary, preferably online because there will be pronunciation also. Thesaurus means I have already explained you where there are a number of synonyms and antonyms are available. And then you can go with a flashcard method we will do in the activity time. And you can go with word list. This is not necessary actually for you. Why I tell you? This is a correct point. But now in this semester you need not go for any word list. You go and play with the words you learn. Read newspapers. Play the crossword puzzles and other games. In your syllabus, this semester, in all units of English, all the 5 units of English, you have a good collection of vocabulary. If you crack those words and learn those words, easily you will cross 1,000. Easily you will cross 1,000 words in this semester itself. There is glossary for every lesson. For example, in our 2nd unit, there is glossary in page number 45, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru lesson, in the Infotech English textbook. Already I have explained you the words we learn. There is also a glossary in the Bosom Friend. There are new expressions used by the poetess. I have explained you all the words. These are all the sources of finding out new words. Otherwise, our learning may deviate from our necessity. So, where from we select the words is also a very important thing. Sources. Okay. There is GRE vocabulary in every unit. In unit 2, it is in page number 48. Okay. And verbal competence in page number 47. Verbal competence. There are exercises on your verbal abilities. Crack the exercises, you will learn bag some new words every unit. And there is technical vocabulary in every unit. This is especially for the engineering fraternity, meant for engineering fraternity. There are words for civil engineers, IT, mechanical engineering, no problem. Although you are ECE, you learn even mechanical and civil vocabulary. They are only the common words which can be used by all people. So, there are word list and word analogy in page number 49. In unit 2, glossary I have already explained you in page number 45 of your textbook. Verbal competence exercises are in page number 47 of your textbook. GRE words are there in 48 page. And in the same page, technical vocabulary, field-specific engineering vocabulary is also there. And word analogy exercises are explained in page number 49. This is about unit 2. In all other units also there are exercises based on vocabulary in this semester. If you master all the words given in your textbook, you can complete this year's target, not only this semester's target. Easily you can learn 1,000 and with associate words, 2,000 words. You will meet your target for first year. Okay. So you need not even go browse, find out words from the textbook, from the speaker, by listening to the news. All these has are also not needed for you. The words are kept in your hands. Start your part, improve your vocabulary. Happy learning? Go with the exercises. I have already given you about the pages. Continue preparation. Whenever you come across any doubt, you ping me or call me without any hesitation. Right?
Thank you all. Happy learning.